Okay, legends, welcome back to the channel with another Overlord Lord of Nazarick video. In this video, we'll be talking and discussing and showcasing everything about Monster Hunt, the event. It's an awesome event, really will help you out to understand different units and understand how they work or how to use them and experience them for the first time. If you're free to play, if you're not free to play, you will experience the units that you had before, and I'll explain everything about it. Now, yesterday on our stream, yes, I was streaming yesterday and it was awesome. A lot of people showed up. If you want to have a notice before I go to stream, or if you want to join our streams, I always post on my Discord before we do that. If you want to join our Discord, it's down in the description below. There's a big community that is helping out with this game and any other game that we cover on the channel. You might go and have a good experience there in the Discord. Everybody helps there. It's a lot of friendly people, and you can join us anytime you want, and you can catch up for our streams. So, Monster Hunt, first of all, it's an amazing and it's really good and super free to play friendly tournament or event that you can go and participate in. Of course, if you paid a lot and build your characters, the better that they perform on their star rating, not on their levels or their level of their skills, because their level of the skills or the arc lights that you have are all active with their everything that you have, but it varies from star point to star point that you have them. So if you build your characters more on stars, the better they perform. If the arc lights are built on better stars, the better they perform. I will show you my specific team that I used and how I used it to get and achieve myself a high ranking and a good result. Now, two main components, if you're specifically free to play, you need to keep in your mind and focus about. Now, one of the free to play units, which is Brain. If you have no Momon build, if you don't have 9th build, if you don't want to use all of these units, you can play Brain. Actually, you need 9th. You can play Brain instead of other carries or other units in your lineup. I'll be talking about him specifically because he counters, and if you get hit, you can counter again, or before they start, they can counter, and he hits really hard. But you don't need to play him. Just he's another option that if you don't want to play something else, you can play him. Playing units with assist and chase are the better option. Now, of course, he's really good. If you want to play aura, that's fine, but I wouldn't highly recommend. I would recommend units that have assist, which is better than him. Now, the main unit of the entire event for free to play, and also if you're pay to win as well, it is Hamsky. Hamsky is absolutely fantastic. Of course, we know with his skills, with his passive, when he drops into the game, he lowers all the target's defense by 100, and it goes up to 200 at level 5, and you're gonna get him at level 5 because all the skills will be unlocked at level 5, which is great. And you need to use his ultimate always to put him in the wise king of the forest state, so he can go and deal damage or increase the damages and always do the defense down, and he will increase his duration. And it's an AoE skill, also will help you to clear, and you're gonna spam the skills to do the defense down also on the target or on the enemy. Actually, you will not do this with the defense down. I will tell you what you will use for the defense down. Now, the other character that we're using, which is 9th. 9th is absolutely great in this event. Why? I'll explain immediately and quickly his skills. So first of all, we have his ultimate. He deals a damage and he does bond, which is a debuff that reduces the turn meter for the boss. Plus, it will let you get the damage AGGR, so you can deal more damage to the boss, 30%. I think it's a debuff that increases damage taken by 30% on the boss, which is absolutely great. Now, on top of that, you're gonna have the chains, which is with your second skill. You're gonna hit with your second skill, and upon critting, you're gonna go and do also speed down for the boss, which is also related to turn meter and lowering the turn meter, which is absolutely great. If you're gonna read here, reduce turn meter, and it's a debuff that puts a debuff, and here you reduce turn meter, it means you reduce the speed. Plus, you're gonna go and chase after that with your chains, with the chain lash, with the first skill, because it's leveled up upon achieving a crit, so he's gonna crit a lot, so you need to put him on a crit build. Now, his passive, which is attacks the target inflicted with immobilize or bond, which you will bond them with the turn meter, and has 100% base chance to reduce the target's turn meter again, which is great, and it will give you more crit rate, increase his crit rate by 30% and crit damage by 35 against targets with less than 70% turn meter, which is great. We're gonna use his captain skill. While alive in battle, increase crit damage by 15% during chasing, and this will happen with Hamsky and him when you play them on the line, because he also chase and uses the lash, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, the other unit that I play, which is actually what we're playing all, is Mare. Mare is absolutely great there. Why Mare is great specifically versus this boss? Because of the seed that he drops on the boss and with his skills. So he drops his ultimate and his passive allow him to put the earth seed. His ultimate drops the earth seed and his second skill will hit and increase the duration of the earth seed. Hitting grants 100% chance to speed down. Oh, okay. Does a speed down on the enemy. And it will keep exploding. How does it explode? It's by triggering the chases and the counters. We're gonna play counter as well, and here we're gonna hit and do ER down, so he will inflict more seeds on the boss. Now, what am I playing, specifically me? I'm playing Nigun instead of Brain, instead of any carry, instead of Momon. I don't have Momon, I don't have Maid in Love Albedo, or the Maid Albedo, or Devil in Love Albedo. You need his EX or his Arclight. At least you need one copy of it, that's all. All the others, you don't need anything. You can replace it with whatever you want. You can play around their Arclights. He needs his Arclight if you want to play him. Why? Because he drops his Angel, and his Angel will go and chase. And chase will trigger 9th also attacks or his triggers, which is absolutely fantastic. So when Principality is on the ally side, it chases the primary target after using an active damage-based skill, then recovers HP to the ally with the lowest HP, up to 3 chases attempt per round, which is great because you're going to use all the 3 because you will be clearing that boss. Alternatives or the best lineups. I'll be showing on the screen now what's the good teams if you have. Now, one of the greatest characters here to play actually against this boss, which is Shaltir, or the Knight Shaltir. We're gonna talk about the boss and explain everything about him right now. I'm just gonna put on the screen, if you have this team, play this team with these skills. So we have 9th, we have Mare with his Arclight, if you can get his Arclight. 9th, you don't need his Arclight. I'm gonna show you a better Arclight for him to work. His Arclight here does not help you in any way. And we have, of course, Shaltir. Now, Shaltir, her Arclight is helpful. You don't also need it. You can play any Arclight if you want to go with. And Hamske, you don't need his Arclight actually. But if you have it, also it will help a lot. So these are the skills or the relics that they're using. I will show you specifically my relics, but these are the relics that you can choose and put on them. This actually yielded on 20,000 plus score, which is great. Now, the best lineup so far in the game right now for breaking the 40,000 point. And actually, my friend Mandy, she's a very hard whale pay to win. With this exact lineup, Momon and Devil in Love Albedo, Shaltir and Mare with their Arclights, and they're leveled up maxed, all of them. All of them are maxed. She has all of their EX, as you see. She spent a lot, so all of them are maxed out, 6 stars on the Arclight. She hit 116,000 or 116k with this lineup. So this lineup is the best lineup to go with. Momon, Albedo, Shaltir, and Mare. Momon is the one that I would say you can replace if you want with 9th. He works 9th there, but Momon deals a lot of damage because of the base stats that he has. Okay, these are the lineups that I wanted to talk about. Now, let's talk about our lineup. So what does this wolf do? First of all, the wolf is a warrior. If you see here, it's a warrior and he's a sapphire. So you can counter sapphire with emerald and they counter garnet. That's the first thing that you need to know about it. Now, Saber Wolf periodically summons wolves up, use AoE skills to clear them quickly. It will help you with the score, but the score is basically hitting him. Okay, in Monster Hunt, each buff on an ally has their crit damage increased by 20% up to 150%. So you need, if you have a unit that crits a lot, their crit damage will be insane. All right, so let's go into the boss and check it out. And I will show you my score first, so you understand where we're landing. Right now, I dropped to rank 4. Of course, with a little bit of RNG, you get a lot of other rankings. So if you ranked from the 4th to the 10th, that would be awesome. You can rank even first, depending on RNG. This is very RNG. Why? If you crit more, the crit damage will be insane. So we're gonna go and check it out. We don't put Hamske as a captain, we put him as a captain. Because Hamske, when allies perform an assist, damage increased by 10% and by 20%. In the Wise King of the Forest stance, which we don't have Albedo, so made albedo, so we don't need assist. We have chase only here. So while alive in battle, increase the damage by 15% during chasing. He will be chasing, Hamsuke will be chasing, and we will do some counter with the angel that Nigun drops. This is the team that I'm playing. Of course, you can use Brain if he's very well built and you don't have Nigun or for some reason or one copy of him. You can use Momon here, you can use Albedo here. If you have them, they will do even better than him. Keep that in mind, and this will be your major healer. I'm playing him because he heals and he helps me down. And if you're free to play like me and you don't have access to the other characters, even if you have Momon but you have them at 3 stars, this will perform better for you. Or even if you have made Albedo, he will perform better for you. I'll be talking why. So if we're gonna go to the battle, I will show you. I will go. It's on X1. I will show you how this team perform, because you need to set the skills of this one, and Hamsuke, and you need to aggro and target the boss in the middle. So you click on the boss and it will get a red arrow, because you can't manual this mode, you can only auto it. And you need to click the blue arrow on him so he gets the priority in shielding and healing. Shielding is random, but in healing you need that. Use your Mari if you have your Mari. Don't use the trial version of Mari. If you use the trial version of Mari, it might get one shot, but depending on the shield, if it procs the shield on him. So if you playing Nigun and he procs the shield on Mari, the trial version that you have, you're safe. But if he doesn't, you might wipe and you need to restart until you get the shield on him. That's the only reason. And you want to put the blue marker on him, then you can play defensive with this guy. I will show you how. So this is the skills. Mari, I'm putting this relic on. Why? I want to crit, of course. No, of course, many are playing this one, but you're not gonna crit. So the crit damage, you're gonna not have it boosted in in this event, which this event tells you if you crit, you will do more crit damage. So it gains you to 10% crit rate, gains a 20% chance with 40% if sparkle, but this one I don't think they're giving us as sparkle, they're giving us a legendary. So 20% chance to reduce cooldown of one skill for 1 round, which is great, because if it reduces the ultimate, we can spam the ultimate, which is also amazing for this lineup, especially also for 9th. I'm playing this one because if I reduce with his ultimate the damage taken, or increase the damage taken by 30% on the boss, that would be absolutely fantastic. For Nigun, I'm buffing my highest defense, I'm buffing my highest attack, so it's only logical to use that. Do not use more healing, you don't need more healing. When you go into healing with this specific lineup, the first time you start healing, you get to full HP or immediately, nothing will hit you. And you don't need extra healing. It's not like Renner, it will give you shields, so you don't need anything else. So this one is better for buffing. And I'm using this with Hamsuke. Hamsuke, sadly, even if I use this on Hamsuke, I mean, he could crit. But the problem with me, he's not critting that much, and if he's not critting, he's not one-shotting the ads. And I want to one-shot the ads, so I'm playing this set because it will give me 10% boost in attack, and additionally 30% attack for the hits when he hits the targets. But he will never crit. It will not allow me to crit. But I would guarantee myself a 30% in attack and 10% on attack, so 40%, not 50% anymore, basically increasing for him, so he can go and wipe clear the entire line, so I don't get hit by the wolves anymore. Now, about the AoE skills, or the skills that we're using on the boss. So first of all, we're using the death celebration, which means every time they die, the enemies, or every enemy dies, you gain 5 action or 4 action. It's on level 1, so we gain 3 action. We're playing this one. When Eins deal damage to an enemy, each debuff on the target increases the attack damage by 5%, maximum to 20%, which is great. We're gonna increase our damages because we're gonna debuff a lot on the boss. And there's the seed, there's the damage down, there's the defense down, there's a lot of things that we're gonna play on the boss. Plus, we're gonna use a drain with Nigun. Also, drain is another debuff. We're playing Eins can be very willful, because Eins in the battle and all the allies deal 8% more damage to enemy warriors and rangers. And this boss is a warrior, so keep in mind that this will help you a lot. So we will deal 8% more damage. And finally, we're playing this AoE. Why? Because this, okay, so forget that we don't have Demi on the team. Demiurge is not here. So it will, hitting, here we go, deal damage equal to 100% of attack. Hitting will have 30% basic chance to also put damage down or damage taken more for 2 rounds, which is great. But it's an AoE skill which with 2 costs that you can spam it instead of using the laser beam or a single target, and you can inflict burn, of course, if you're playing the combo with Demi. So grants 100% chance combo to trigger combo with the mage Demiurge if Demiurge is in the battlefield, increasing skill damage by 10%, hitting basing chance with 2. Like if you want to play Demiurge, that works. Now, what we were using before this, before 9th, we were using Albedo here. If you don't have any copy of 9th, you started now, you're playing now, and you couldn't, for the life of you, get a copy of him, play the normal Albedo that they give you, and she will deal good amount of damage AoE. It will give you to the 10k. The first one, before we discovered Black 9th, we were playing Albedo here, and we're getting 10k easily with this the score with this lineup. But now with playing with him, we're getting these damages. Now on Mari, I'm playing the Albedo because I don't have the Mari one. So the Albedo one, it will increase AoE damage by 6.5, deals extra damage if there's 4 more targets or more than 4 targets, which is insane. Of course, we're playing Nigun EX. I talked about it. For 9th, this is one of the best EX that I play on him because he enters stealth at the start of the battle, and every time he attacks, and his crit rate increased by 20, and it cancelled by getting hit by AoE or doing any action. It means if you go and chase, we will chase. Sometimes it works, sometimes it does not, but it's absolutely fantastic because it will increase for us the crit rate and increase the crit damage as well, which is great. And of course, I'm playing this to always restart his skills, and it has crit rate as well. For Hamsuke, I'm playing the Aura one. Why I'm playing the Aura one? Let me show you. Because it increases damage for the next skill deals after basic attack, and we're gonna do a basic attack with chase, so this is considered a basic attack. Then we're gonna do the ultimate, and then it will increase the skill damage, which is absolutely fantastic. This is all for the explanation. Let me explain the mechanic of the game. We're gonna go at X1 at the start, and then I'm gonna make it at X3, and you're gonna check how it goes. So at the start of the battle, spam the boss. Just click on the boss, spam on the boss, get the red dot on the boss. So here we go. This is the boss. We try to spam. Here we go. This is the red mark on the boss, then red mark on our 9th. So click 9th, and here we go. Blue mark on 9th, and you need to click the skill of 9th here, and then go and click Nigun's skill here as well. So you can use them, then click the skill of Ratatouille or Hamsuke, and then the skill of Mario. Of course, you don't need to click the skill of Ainz. He's gonna do it anyway because it's the only skill that he has. And now we can play at X3 speed and enjoy the damages. You can check your score here and how many rounds you still have. So we're at 3k right now. We just started and we're at 3k times 3, and the team is doing perfect. Now, of course, the drain effect is insane here because it will help us reduce the damage taken from the boss. So when he does this skill, everybody survives. Why? Because we're having the drain on him, or we get one shot actually if we don't do that, unless you're playing defensive gears on your units. So we play defensive gears on 9th. As I showed you, I played the defensive one on the screenshot that they were playing with Momon or with Valkyrie Shaltir, so they can keep them alive. So we drop the angel. He will drop the angel. You see, we have the second skill, but he drops the angel when it's off cooldown, so he can heal everybody. And you're gonna see that we're healing. The boss is barely attacking. Why? Because TM delay, TM delay, TM delay. It's always written on him. So we're gonna go and destroy absolutely the boss. And if we're lucky, we can clear our score or get a better score if we keep spamming more skills. So if we can get the reduction on cooldown, and this is the RNG. I got a great RNG. I reduced the cooldown of Mari. It's like two times or 3 times I reduced the cooldown back to back, and I got to hit the ultimate more and more. Also with 9th, I got to hit the ultimate more and more. So that was awesome for me. And as you see, because we're putting the healing on our 9th, he's not dying and we're keeping healing, which is absolutely amazing. And this is actually not bad. 18k to 19k, this is actually good for a lineup like that, which is good. And it will help you out get better scores. So as you see here, what's the scores? 18k, almost 19k, which is great for free-to-play lineup that doesn't have Momon, that doesn't have Maiden Love Albedo. It's consistent at 20k. With retries, you can keep retrying. So the second time you go for the boss, I will end it immediately. I will not do a second run. But if you're gonna go to the second run, you have your all of your items set. And if you don't want to play this, I think, in my opinion, this is a little bit better. So you inflict defense down on the boss, and you can keep surviving even. You need only Mari to keep spamming the skills, his skills on the boss. So we can go like this. You don't need to mark the boss anymore. You don't need to mark 9th anymore. It will happen per day. So the next day you need to go and mark them again. So here we go. It will happen on its own. He's marked, he's marked. You just need to go and click their skills after the animations and make sure that they use their skills. And that's it. Happy dandy. You're gonna sit down, relax, and continue that. Every time you're gonna go, you need to set the skill of 9th, set the skills of Hamsuke, and set the skills of Nigun, and that's it. Mario will do the ultimate every time he gets the ultimate. And as you see, defense down. If you're gonna go and check the boss, what are the skills on him? Can we check what's on the boss? I don't think we can. Yeah, on auto you can't. Even at X1. Can we check the debuffs? No. Can we click on you and check? The monster. Okay, revived. So we can't click anything and check it out. And this is how you go. As you see, we're still on 15 action. We almost hit 10k, so it's easy peasy. Let's go out now and end it. And this is how we get the rewards. So the first reward, you're gonna get frames, the first 3 rewards, which is great actually. You're gonna get more summons, and I think 1 extra summon for rank 1 and rank 2, and extra diamonds, top 10. Even if you rank in the top 100, you're still gonna get 400 diamonds and 1 extra summon, which is absolutely amazing. In the top 20, you're gonna get two extra summons. The event is very rewarding, very nice event, very lovely event, actually, very lovely event. You're gonna go and check the rewards here. If you're gonna get to the SS, you're gonna get this. You're gonna claim all of these, actually, if you're gonna get to the triple S. And I gave you a very, very, very good free-to-play team right now. Thanks for everybody that helped out with this. It wasn't my own creation. What I created is I kept Nigun on this lineup, actually. Everybody are playing Momon. I don't have Momon. Everybody are playing Albedo. I don't have Albedo, so they removing Nigun. But for me, I'm struggling to put another carry. Nigun is helping me with reducing the damages and keeping my lineup alive. And yeah, that was it for the video. I'll be seeing you in the next one.